why StrikePoint and why now? And Rob made a really good point earlier. I would actually argue that the whole junior mining sector is a haunted house, and we're actually seeing a fundamental shift in the industry right now. The gold price is moving higher faster than inflation, so profits are outstripping costs right now, and you're seeing a real revitalization of the industry. When this happens, money goes to Nevada first. And StrikePoint Gold is situated with the Hercules Gold Project in the northwestern part of the state. It's got an exploration target on it, which is a low-level resource of between 819 and 1.02 million ounces at about 0.5 gram per ton gold. This is competitive for open pit heap leach targets of scale in Nevada. And right now, with the lowest valuation, there's a lot of torque in the stock. And there's a lot of M&A that's happening to show that the trade is on in Nevada. Case study, this was a haunted house in Nevada. This was the Pan gold mine. It was originally put into production by Midway. They didn't have their metallurgy proper, and the thing failed. It got resurrected by a group called Fiore Gold. They ultimately sold to Calibre. Calibre sold this asset this year for $115 million. It is a small, low-grade heap leach mine in Nevada. It's about 0.34 grams per ton gold is what their reserves is. There's about 250,000 ounces there. But the torque is shown just by the scale. $2,000 gold, which was September of 2023. This shipped home about $16 million in cash on an annual basis to the head office. Today, it's about $65 million that heads home. That's what the torque of the scale of Nevada does to you. These are big operations. They have a lot of torque to them. And that's just an interesting part of the whole equation. Another case study, this is a very applicable one when you compare it head to head with Hercules. The Bullfrog project, this was within Augusta Gold. It got taken out by Anglo Gold. They're consolidating the Beatty district, which is in the southwestern part of the state, just outside of Las Vegas. 1.2 million ounces of mixed sulfide and oxide went for $197 million. There is also reward there, so a little bit of a discount, but reward is also small. But the Bullfrog is a direct comparable to Hercules. It's about the same size, it's about the same grade. And they've got mixed sulfide and oxide, so it's going to be a challenge for them to process. But it was a $200 million transaction. You're starting to see big companies put big dollars into Nevada. Just as a comparison, I took the time and compiled about 30 different names in Nevada just to see how the Hercules exploration target stacks up. That's the arrows there. It gives us the grade range. There is a lot of projects that are at our grade or below that are either producing or being advanced or recently transacted into vendors. So this is the market where the first moves are going to start to be made in M&A in the industry, and they're going to happen in Nevada. And you can see StrikePoint Gold with a $5 million market cap is uniquely positioned to be one of these companies that are taken out as we advance the Hercules Gold Project. This is the market to unlock value at Hercules. So talking more about the specifics of the Hercules, as we said earlier, it's between 0.48 and 0.63 grams per ton, right in the Nevada sweet spot. Nevada operates at scale. These are large open pit heap leach targets, the biggest equipment that CAT or Komatsu makes. A 200-ton haul truck right now, in September of 2023, at $2,000 an ounce, it was about $6,000 worth of gold that was in the back of that truck. Today, it's over $12,000. The operating cost of that truck has not changed all that much, and so all that profit is heading up to head office or into the profitability of the mine. When you look at what we've done with Hercules, the northern part of the property where the exploration model there's about 300 holes into it. We've now got this project to predictable. We did a drill program this spring, and we went 6 for 6 with our drilling, and that's very, very important. So once you get your project to predictable, you can start building tons. You know where you're going to go, and you know where you're going to develop tons. We've got considerable exploration upside. As Robert said, we got some new exploration permits, and that's more for the southern part of the property. So there's an interesting balance that we've built into the company. We've got a backstop of value, which has some upside to it with the exploration target as we move that up the value chain, getting more and more confident with that resource. And then we've got pure exploration within the southern part of the property, areas that haven't really been drilled before, but I believe are high quality targets. So you look at the Hercules project in a $4 million market cap, it's as good or better than recently transacted upon projects in Nevada. As I said, in this spring, we did a 6-hole program. We went 6 for 6 on it, and we hit big intervals. It's not big grade. This is not Red Lake. This is not underground. This is open pit heap leach. So 117 meters, about 350 feet of 0.47 grams per ton with about 3 grams of silver. So right in line with what we were expecting. Most importantly, this is the southernmost hole that was ever drilled into this target. Where I'm standing here on the outcrop is where the hole is projected to be. So it's down below me in the ground there. But that's about where it went through this structure. You can see over my shoulder, there's a little patch, sort of a whitish patch there. That's the waste dumps from an old historic underground pit or underground working. And some fool actually went in there and got a 1 ounce sample from the underground in there. You can see where the structure is going. It's open for several hundred meters south of our southernmost hole. So there's an opportunity, even with the backstop of value, to really double it up and take it into something beyond the 1 million ounce number. The 1.5 is definitely on the table. So it's something that we're really excited about. But again, as I say, it's predictable. We got the new geological model and we got the new set of eyes into it. And now that we're going 6 for 6, we've got a lot of confidence to go forward with this. Moving into the southern part of the project, this is where the exploration upside comes. As I said, it's a complement to what we have in the north. We've got new permits in hand. So it's at Pony Meadows, which is also, I'll highlight that later on. Importantly, a lot of the showings that we have in the southern part of the project, we do have visible gold at. I used to work with Bob Singh of Great Bear, and one of his favorite sayings was, one of the real proofs that there's gold in the system is there's actually gold in the system. You can actually see it, and that's a good start. We have some past producers within the property. One we control, which is the Huey Logan. It was abandoned back in the 80s. It was a micro heap leach. It produced about 60,000 ounces. And then there's the Como district, which is controlled by Newmont, contained within us. I'm moving quickly here. We're going to talk about the Siren showing. It's in the south. It's 2 kilometers south of our main Hercules exploration target. We do get gold panda at surface here. This is one of the few targets in the south that actually does have drilling. It was drilled in 2008, and people were looking for a Comstock type target, a very narrow, high-grade thing, more like what you would see in Canada. But instead they got big intercepts of oxide gold. They got 38 meters of 0.64, ending in 0.85. This wasn't what they were looking for. They were working on a claim package of about 12 claims, and so they walked away from it. There's another hole there, just under 26 meters, 75, 80 feet of 0.68, and importantly, ending in 0.91. We don't know if there's another 5 meters, 0 meters, or another 50 meters of those grades. But if they are there, it's significant, and it's important for the potential of the project. 40 seconds to go here before the beers. Pony Meadows. Again, visible gold at surface. The big thing here is it's a structure. We understand now with what we've learned in the northern part of it, it's 2.6 kilometers long where there's a vein at surface and you can pan gold out of it. See Bob Singh's comments earlier. We've got now the permit in hand. We announced it earlier this week. Como Comet, this is situated between 2 producers, the past producing Huey Logan and Newmont. There's a structure that goes between these 2 producers, and the Como Comet's target is to link it up. So we know that the past producers there, and there's some historical drilling that we've got good numbers for, and then obviously the Newmont ground has gotten good numbers on it. So with that, $5 million market cap, lots of upside both on exploration and in terms of valuation for a large-scale open pit heap leach project in Nevada, the best mining jurisdiction in the world. There we go.